they are definitely about to get 3 months, probably more.
Probably, yeah, they've been in the triple digits under this ridge of high pressure, so it's not been as bad here, but still hot.
Still brutal.
Still brutal, although we're not talking about record temperatures. We've seen a few showers develop and a couple of isolated showers on the North Shore primarily, and that's about it. In terms of cooling us down, you just hope for a few passing clouds and maybe a brief cooling shower. As a matter of fact, had a little shower that was over the observing station, our weather observing station in Bay St. Louis, and temperatures dropped from the 90s into the 70s. Still some ongoing showers across parts of St. Tammany and into southern Washington Parish. A little outflow from those, so you get some brief, maybe gusty winds, a couple of downpours here and there to maybe impact the temperatures, but doesn't last for very long, unfortunately. But at least a little more cloud cover as well across southern Mississippi and onto the North Shore. Today's high, though, 94 degrees. Again, not record territory, but staying well above our average high of 90. Most of us, though, saw this. A lot of sunshine and still that haze from the Saharan dust. Now, there is no air quality alert for tomorrow because we are expecting maybe a few more scattered showers. 94 is our current temperature, but notice the dew point is at 65, so it's not as humid. So there really isn't as much of a heat index. It feels more like the actual temperature is. Temperatures across the board, though, in the 90s, with the exception, as I said, we had a shower that passed over the observing station at Bay St. Louis, dropped down to 77 degrees. Heat indices elsewhere, upper 90s and triple digits. Welcome to June, July, August, into early September. We finally start to see those afternoon temperatures dropping. Down to Montague we go, 92 degrees, but a few more scattered showers during the afternoon and early evening hours. Here's why. We're still very much under the influence of this upper high, but the upper high doesn't maintain itself as a perfect circle. It kind of ebbs and flows a bit, and we are seeing a little change in the structure of the high to allow these little disturbances to move in from the northeast and east. One such feature is already triggering some thunderstorms across parts of Georgia and Alabama. Now, the models indicated we might see some of that try and move our way later tonight, but not really going to do much. In fact, most of these storms are going to be weakening. Might get some of the blow-off cloud tops during the overnight period, but that would be about it. But with this little weakness in the upper high, it might allow for a few more scattered showers, at least, to develop during the day tomorrow and again on Friday. So we still hit the lower, maybe some mid-90s, but at least we also have a better opportunity for a little cooling rain. In fact, with those thunderstorms off to our east, there is a chance of them to become strong to severe. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does place kind of our eastern part of the viewing area up into St. Tammany and southern Mississippi under a level 1 risk of severe. Not looking very likely. I'll be surprised if a lot of those showers even hold together as they move this far to the west. So the ongoing heat continues with temperatures almost to the end of the month likely to stay above normal. Not that we're going to be under this exact pattern, but it certainly looks like upper ridging will continue over the next couple of weeks. Again, this is what we call an omega blocking pattern, and it just is really hard for this to break down. As the high stays a little bit more centered to our north, it might allow for more of these little disturbances to work their way in from the east. However, as we get toward the early part of next week, the high settles in right over us, and we're not going to see much in the way of any rainfall at all. Quick check of the tropics. If you remember that little area we had been watching over the last couple of days, be given a 30 and 40% chance of development. Hurricane Center has now decreased that to only a 10 to 20% chance. Why? That broad circulation we were watching yesterday that was over the Caribbean is now a little bit more on land. So if there is any potential development, it looks like the interaction with land is going to really prevent this from doing anything, certainly in the near future. And it looks like if it has any chance of developing, maybe once it gets past the Yucatan, and if it does make it into the Bay of Campeche, maybe. But again, this is going to stay well down to our south. We are not worrying about anything in the tropics, really looking forward for the next maybe 7+ days, kind of putting us a little closer to July. 40% chance for those scattered showers, thunderstorms tomorrow. Again, we'll keep the mention of some spotty rain into the start of the weekend, start drying out by Father's Day and staying hot, humid, and dry into next week.